don't you think you ought to tell me who you are first?
Why?
On a bright and sunny or a rainy day, I can listen to K Rene. Topics of the day: why sex don't match the love, our relationship sucks, why the boys play, experience immaturity, politics and currency games, economics. Spotify it, you can find it. Sign of the times for the deaf, dumb and blind. Don't miss it. Call the number one, state your name and what's your interest. K Rene, K Rene, K Rene, K Rene, K Rene.
What's going on, everybody? It is your girl, your favorite podcast host, the one that says all the shit you're afraid to say, K Rene. And welcome back to a new episode of the K Rene Show. This is a special edition. It is Sunday, September the 10th, 2023. And yes, you know, I normally drop my episodes on Saturday, but it has been my motherfucking birthday. And you know, it has definitely been a motherfucking birthday. So first of all, it's still my birthday because it's still Virgo season. So yes, happy birthday to me and all the other motherfucking fly Virgos that's out there. Yes. Yes. We're going to do it. We're going to do it big. We still doing it. Yes, we are. I'm just happy you guys are here with me. Hope you guys have had a great week. And yes, I'm telling you, I got a lot to talk about today. I mean, it has been a week. My birthday, of course, was on Thursday, if you remember from last week's show, and I talked about it and basically, you know, was just kind of breaking it down. And yeah, so I actually had a really good birthday. So for those of you who are new to the show, I have an explicit podcast. I say all the shit that a lot of people are technically afraid to talk about and say out loud, but I do it for everybody. Also, I'm just wanting to let you know as a disclaimer, there is a lot of cursing, there's a lot of foul language, there's a lot of just everything, and I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. So, if you think you stumbled upon this by accident because I am going to hurt your virgin ears, then my darling, I ask that you scroll away. But for all of you cool cats in the mature ears, you guys know you are always welcome to stay. So, listen, in case you missed it last week, I talked about as far as the menstrual cycle and the menopausal shit and the perimenopause and cramps and just all of the nastiness and how I basically was saying, you know, I might actually be in that boat, you know, and I just really wanted to, again, make sure that, you know, one day I could pray to the gods that I could have a great birthday without actually having to be feeling bloated and crazy. But guess what? Shit worked out. It did. It worked out, and I am happy to say, and I don't care if you thought it was too much information, but that's just what I do. So, anyway, in case you missed the episode, you can check it out. I'm on all streaming platforms. That is Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, iHeartRadio. And of course, you can also go over to YouTube and check out my YouTube channel with the K Rene Live little snow it sound like cocaine. A little show I do, a little snippet of about, like, you know, sometimes a little 20 minutes, a little something, but you know, I give you a visual and I give you a recap and you get to see my beautiful smiling face. And yeah, you get to, you know, have like a little switch up, you know, in case it's just too much and you don't want to listen to me through the audio all the time, you know, but, you know, listen, I feel as though that it's best that you turn the show on when you're doing shit like folding clothes or washing dishes or just, you know, cleaning up your house or whatever, you know, a nice cup of tea. Yeah, tea indeed. You could have a nice cup of tea and you could listen to me. But whatever. So anyway, first and foremost, I want to talk about the fact that how I've been starting it off. Now, I went and got a tattoo and everything. I talked about that. I even show you the tattoo. And if you want, you can follow me on Instagram at _ K Rene Show. And basically you can see the tattoo over there as well. But, I took myself on, I had a little outing, shall I say, on the town. That Friday I got a tattoo. And then Saturday I went out to the movies and I went to go see Barbie, you guys. Barbie, it was so freaking cute. Oh, it was. You know how certain things just be in your face all the time and you're like, of course it's like the subliminal message, like just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and eat it. Just go ahead and try it. Just go ahead and watch it. So I think that's what happened with me in the Barbie situation, the commercial, the references, and, being that everyone said that they enjoyed it, people that I know personally that went to see it, some people, they see it in it twice. I'm like, damn. And, I remember from the advertisement where it was saying, like, even if you don't like Barbie, you don't want to see Barbie or whatever. I didn't have an issue with Barbie. I had some Barbies growing up. I had some of the other, added features, like the Barbie hot tub and the Corvette. I don't know if I had the Barbie dream house. I feel like my mom wasn't buying that shit, or she did not buy it, or both. Anyway, but I remember friends that had it and stuff like that. But it was a really good movie. It was a great message. I'm not going to ruin it for anybody, but God damn it, what I did appreciate in the movie as to what was said, which was, I am weird, dark, and crazy. And I was like, that is exactly what the fucking thing is with me. I'm all of those things. This whole cycle shit is crazy. I mean, I cried several times and I also laughed a lot. People next to me probably didn't really appreciate me, and fuck them. I don't care. But I enjoyed the movie. And like I said, that is how that perimenopause shit is. I watched the recent episode of The Chi, and I've been watching The Chi since it's been coming on from day one. And now this is the last season. And, I'm getting choked up a couple of times as I'm watching the show, because I've watched the characters grow when they were children and now they're older. And I'm just like, oh my God, and then I don't know, if you didn't see the last episode, you definitely need to make sure you check that out, because that was really good. I do feel like certain parts of The Chi is a little rushed right now for me. And I guess because, like I said, it is the last season, but, to me overall, still, I'm gonna give it its props. I still appreciate the show. I still like the show, and yeah, I'm giving it all I got, and I'm still gonna watch. So, it's not going to take me away from anything. But they're also going to debut next week. Sunday is going to be, I can't want to call it fucking Yellowstone on CBS. Like, wow, it was on Paramount. So being that just tells you how fucking far we are with the writer's strike. Okay, we're not moving no goddamn where. This traffic has been stuck and sitting still for over months, and we still have not gone up to the next exit on the freeway. We're just not moving. And so they done moved a damn show from off of Paramount, put it on CBS where it's going to run its first episode. Do you know how many times I have binged all of Yellowstone? No, seriously. Do you know how many times I've seen the seasons through its entirety? Yeah, like a Game of Thrones type of situation. It's a really good ass show, but damn it, I need everybody to come to agreement like a We Are the World record for the writers and the actors. And let's get back on track, because we are the children that really want to watch new shit. Okay? TV heads out here in TV land with me, we are begging you all to please get it together. Please get it together. Oh my God. So anyway, as I was saying, I don't know if you were following as far as last week, I believe it was, when April and Omarion's son, Mecca, had like spilled the beans and shit about how Tay Diggs wasn't really shit. And basically, you know, him and his mom don't really talk like that and stuff. And, you know, they went on a family vacation, Omarion and April and the children. And now, you know, as far as everything that's going on, April and Tay Diggs are no longer together. Really? Like, we didn't see that coming? Like, Mega spilled the beans and blew up the spot on live on Instagram. So, yeah, go figure. And other fucked up news in the world, and no, it's not about Mitch McConnell and having another crazy silent stroke or whatever we want to keep calling that keeps happening to him. He never recovered from that concussion. That's what the fuck happened when he fell. And this is what's going on. It's like a short in like your electrical outlets and systems, your wiring in the house, like how it glitches. That's what's happening with Mitch. But this is not what I wanted to talk about. In other fucked up news in the world, we got men now that's hitting women with bricks in their face because of rejection. Like, we got some bitch ass men out here and watching this shit also are men recording, not helping, not reaching in to assist a woman. Like, what the fuck kind of world have we resulted ourselves to? Like, you know, this new norm shit is really scary shit. It's real scary. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's woof. It just makes you just stay on edge. I mean, seriously, like, we don't have enough as women as it is in this world. But even to the extent that with it being so much deeper than that. And I don't want to get on that tangent right now. I don't want to do that. I don't want to jump down that rabbit hole because that is not what I wanted this show to be about today. Okay, this is still my birthday and we're going to keep it pushing around here on some good ass energy. Anyway, in other news, you know, listen, I do this shit every year I take off for my birthday, right? And basically, I took off all week. Do you hear me? Let me, yes, all week. But let me set it up for you guys. You know, I like a little setup, a little setup that I don't mind being set up for. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So anyway, I took off the whole week, right? All right. Except for Labor Day. Like I don't need more days off, like, every day. And I need, more drunk sleeps. You know what I mean? Because at the best, you get the best rest from your recovery sleeps. But I'm just saying, I've had drinks every day since I've been off for my birthday. But the dumb shit that I did was not take off from my birthday. Like, Labor Day was, of course, Monday. And then I worked on Tuesday. And then basically, I then took off from Wednesday throughout. And you think I really want to go to work tomorrow? I said, do you really think I want to go to work tomorrow? Did you hear what I said? I need more days off. Like, every day. Like, I need them because I need more drunk sleeps. Do you know the best kind of sleeps that you get as far as the naps because you're older and you can't function and do shit like you used to do when you were younger? It's the best sleep when you fall asleep on shows that you thought you were watching and you're not watching them anymore. That sleep. I need to be off. I need to be off tomorrow and I can't. So I got to get it together. And I figured, I guess that's why I would give you guys a show today so that I could try to keep my energy flowing so I can go to bed at a decent time and have a nice deep coma-like sleep so I can get up tomorrow and be ready for the world and my job. My fucking job. But anyway, let me tell you about all the good shit I did for my birthday, okay? First and foremost, I won tickets on my birthday on the radio for a comedy show to go and see Adele Givens, okay? Like, seriously, that was dope. It was amazing. But the universe, I'm telling you, it be universing with me, okay? And it be universing with me in all kinds of fucking ways, because to my surprise, ran into an old friend yesterday. I ran into, now let me set it up for you, okay? It was so crazy. It was so fucking crazy because I saw someone that I don't even talk to anymore. I mean, we used to be great friends. And I saw the profile. Like, sometimes I scare myself. And it's so crazy because we were both so headstrong that neither one of us spoke to each other. And we weren't even going to speak. And we were in the same line together. Like, we were a couple of people off away from each other. The crazy shit is, we were also parked in the same parking lot row at the comedy show. I'm telling you all, this is fucking my life. This is my life. This is my life. My life. My life is nuts.
Won't you tell us all about it?
Start at the beginning.
Yeah. And when you come to the end, stop. See?
Yeah. As I was saying, basically, for me, I saw the profile as I was sitting in my truck before me and my cousin got out the car. And I'm like, okay, I know that ain't who the fuck I think it is. But I saw the profile and I was like, whatever. Now, listen, let me tell you, to be 100% with you guys, I was like, I gotta really calm myself down, because I don't want to always overanalyze all the time and then looking and seeing things that's not really going on, you know. Maybe it's Maybelline, but no, I was fucking on point with this shit. But my mind, it would not let me confirm it, and I was so scared within myself as I was seeing it, because it's nighttime. Not even the fact that it's nighttime, but it's not even the fact that I'm even checking for this motherfucker. Okay? Like, I wasn't even, this person wasn't even on my radar. Okay, so anyway, when I saw the profile, I looked, I seen it again, and I was like, holy shit. And then when I got, of course, into the comedy show, I was like, ding, that's motherfucking her. Well, kiss my motherfucking grits. And it was like the crazy, uncomfortable look out the corner of your eye, but you could tell the other person is doing it, but neither one of us said a goddamn thing to each other. So anyway, did you know that sometimes when you're drunk and you wear black panties, you might flip them and have them inside out? Because I noticed that the other night with one of my escapades outside during my birthday, and I was like, holy shit, no wonder. I was looking for the seams and I didn't see them. You like how I jumped away from that fucked up story with that bitch? Exactly. And I was so proud of myself because I had a chance to strut past her like, I don't even know you, bitch. And it was also kind of sad to me too, in a sense, because it was like, damn, we really used to be cool. And then now we're not even cool because you fucked it up. But anyway, like I was saying, when you turn your panties inside out and they're black, you can wear them another day. I'm just fucking kidding with you guys. I'm just kidding with you guys. You know, I had to do something crazy. Y'all was like, this dirty bitch. No, I was just joking. Anyway, so, yeah, I saw her and it was crazy, but it's okay. It's okay. Like I said, I'm going to a witch doctor. I make little jokes about jumping in Lake Minnetonka and being like, oh yeah, I need to go and purify my soul. But you know what though? I really think I might need to go and jump in Lake Minnetonka because of the simple fact that on my birthday and at the time that this show was happening, like, how could we be in the same place at the same crazy ass time? It was out of fucking control. But anyway, I had a great birthday. I won tickets. I got my hair did. You'll have to check out the YouTube live when it'll be posted on Monday. And also, I did a little personal cake decorating, baking where I actually learned how to do better frosting, and I learned how to decorate rosettes on my cake. Listen, I'm telling you right now, shout out to my girl over at DS Cupcakes. If you want to follow her, let me let you know. It is DS Cakes and Cupcakes 2, the number 2. Okay? And she is the best. If you're in Baltimore and you need somebody for cake decorations, that's the one that you want to get. All right? Anyway. Speaking of all things and everything else, you know what's also crazy? I peeked at the football game a little bit. I did. I haven't watched a game in years. It's been years. I don't know why. Maybe it's the 44, the change of events, but it's like, go Ravens. Yeah, go Ravens. I don't know who won. I don't know. Whatever, but I did look at a little bit of it. So maybe things are changing for me as I'm getting older. Maybe I'm steering myself back into the sport itself. Maybe it's something I missed about it. Anywho, Phil Collins, I saw him on a video, and it had read that he was performing his last performance as like his last concert. He's very sick. He was on stage like in a wheelchair, and it made me sad again. Fuck these, just crying all the time. I mean, I am so sensitive. Everything is just bothering me to the extent like I'm like a fucking crybaby. But you know what I think it is? I think it's the crying is happening because I'm seeing things that were part of my childhood, that were the good parts of my childhood. And like, even like, the artists and actors and all of that, that helped to shape my childhood, that made those things good for me, especially when I was going through as a child with like a lot of different things that young kids, you would never have wished upon them to have to experience. But it was just very like, oh, this is hard. But it was the things that helped to keep me afloat and happy. And so, I dig his music. We all love that motherfucking music. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Everybody love that shit. That's everybody's shit. Phil Collins had some hits. Invisible Touch, yeah. I mean, come on, y'all. Easy Lover. Come on. Don't. We're not going to do it. But yeah, so yes, Whew. Also, in other fucked up news in the world, Danny Masterson, who's also 47 years old, who was also on That 70s Show, who also played Hyde, was just sentenced to 30 years to life in prison for raping 2 women more than 2 decades ago, more than 20 years ago. He was the weird ass one. All of them were weird, but he was the weird one, more the quiet one. And yeah, I see Hyde was fucking with people's hides that didn't want to be fucked with. Okay. And I'm just saying, with that, all of that, Hyde, have a good life, okay? We don't do that around here. You don't rape people, and that's that elite Hollywood shit. That's that, oh, come on in and you're welcome to do what the fuck you want to do. Like, people really don't think that shit is going to come back around to them. Like, my karma makes me feel like the people that come towards me in my circle and in my energy, like maybe I was supposed to be like some kind of caregiver or somebody that worked in a hospital of some sort. It's not fucking funny. It's actually quite sad to me at times, because I did such a great job with taking care of my grandparents before they passed away. And then it's like, no, that's not what I'm looking for in life. I don't want to keep taking care of people, just myself and my son until he's grown enough to take care of his damn self. And I'm still going to be around to do little things because that's what mothers do. But did you know that also in the support of Hyde, that's what we're going to call him, Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher had wrote letters, statements to try to support him. And that shit did not fucking work, okay? It did not work. You know why it didn't work? Because of the fact that they already had all the information they needed to know that this guy was fucking nuts and that he was fucking raping people. That's why their shit did not fucking work. They was like, excuse me, go have several seats. We do not want any of your statements over here. Thank you fucking very much and have a very fucking great day. Yes, that was what was going on. You know what's really uncomfortable for me? And I'm going to say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. It's very uncomfortable as far as when us as mature women are looking for a strong motherfucking suitor. Okay? Let me get serious with you for a minute. Mature women out here, my age, middle age, are looking for strong suitors. People who are going to fucking fit the description of giving the stability, having confidence, giving us the feeling as far as to feel comfortable to be submissive. If we are that woman looking for that relationship and that connection that we're longing for, trust and believe we do not want to be approached by someone who used to date someone in our family. Who in the fuck do you think we are to be that desperate? We are not that desperate. And how would that look as far as to be a sloppy ass woman to try and date someone that used to date your fucking sister, your cousin, fuck, your niece? Like I'm really going to be able and put the time and energy into it mentally to be okay with taking something that my family member has already pretty much ran through, and that you've ran through, and that the stories I already know about you. Like, how do you think that would even make anything? I can't even talk. Family gatherings, dinners, outings, a simple drink, a meal. None of that shit is going to be acceptable. None of it. If it's a fantasy, great. You know, is there a plot there? Is there something that you're trying to gain? You know, I don't understand this. But this is the way that people are working around things. This is how people are so fucking calculated. And now, like I said, on to a mature motherfucking show. Yeah, I had to jump gears. As I said, my birthday was fucking amazing. And it's things that I wish for, of course, because this is a new year. One, I wish for relocation, whether relocation as far as somewhere in another state or more so in a different home, a different environment, a different setting, not just for me, but for my son as well. And I also am longing still for that strong fucking connection. We all want that, I believe, to some extent. It doesn't have to be a marriage. It could be just you knowing that I got somebody I can rock and roll with the rest of these years that I got left. And when I talk about mature, I mean the ones that's not in the DMs that's wasting your time. I'm not talking about the ones that are trying to plot twist and get your ass into trouble or just fucking having situationships. You know what situationships are like. We've all been there. Every woman has a little hoism in them. Don't tell me that you don't, because every woman does, especially when you're single. It's just on how you actually activate it and how you actually use your gifts of it. But, of course, there are standards. And the standards that I feel as though that we as women have are not that high. It's just the more so thing that is a part of being worthy enough to have. And I think that we, again, because we've had to put this switch on of being independent, don't nobody ever want to hear you strong and independent. And it's only because the strong independent words are being given because that's what had to be done. And that's what we had to give. No one else is trying to help us to take some of that strong and independent weight off of us. Because again, no one wants to do or meet basic standards unless they are a strong motherfucking suitor. Somebody who, again, is not going to waste your motherfucking time. Now, a young Thundercat out here will likely want to play the short game, meaning that, it's not the long game. Some will play the long game because that's the thing that they're longing for, the relationship, the longevity, that connection for life, knowing that, again, it's going to take the work and you have to have a mature mind and you have to have the patience to be able to put in what people do not have anymore for that longevity in relationships. Now, as women like me who are older, we do want the long hand. We want the long game. We do. The thing is, it's that we can't find it in the ones that want to play the game to waste the time and not have the stability and the confidence. Now, let me tell you, anybody can be in my fucking DM by any day or night. And I get to choose who I may want to entertain in that DM. But the thing is, all of them could get a basic flirt from me of just a flirtatious energy, activity, or conversation, but nothing more than that. And the reason why is because of the fact that we already can tell, and even let me speak for myself. I can already tell what you're about to bring to this and not bring to this. Already. I can already tell when you're just looking for something physical. I can already tell when it's nothing more that you're given because the conversation ends short. And therefore, I don't entertain no more than what you do. But I'm going to tell you right now, a strong suitor is the experienced one. It's the one that is the body pleaser. It's the one that you can be submissive to. And they give you reason, especially if you're trying to date. Again, you're trying to spin the block one more time. Again, I'm talking to my mature middle-aged women out here right now. There's a few ways to know that you got it. And some of my mature middle-aged women, you have already been married. You've been through a divorce. You've been through the separation. You've been through the heartache. You've been through the long relationships that did not go anywhere, that did not even come with a promise ring, my darling. Not an engagement ring. And see, all those experiences is what makes us the mature middle-aged woman that has the standards and knowing that what we are worthy and what we're worth is the reasons why we do not settle, because we have had those lines casted to us so many times by so many wrong suitors. So I have a few ways for us girls to know that we got it, that we found it. And I'm telling you right now, we got what we got right now until we don't have it, and we don't want to lose it. So we need to start using it. And that is our honey pots, because the more you leave the honey pot not being, tended to, that thing starts to be a little hard to, get open and release and get in there. And then, it's, it's shameful. It's a shame. So, few ways we're going to know. Now, I'm going to run through a couple of things that I wrote down, and I thought they were very important, especially for me. For my men, if you're listening, take motherfucking notes, because these are the things that we're, actually observing and looking for within you. My women out here who are in the search of, and for me, within the suitors that I'm looking for, I need you to come correct as well. I need you to have this, and if not, then okay, then keep moving forward. What I'm not going to do is I will not make initiatives. I can say hello. I can say one thing. I can hold a conversation. And again, like I said, if nothing is moving any further than where that is, then that's it for me. I'm not doing any more than that because of the fact that, basically you're not either. So first thing is numero uno. Number one is they make an effort. If they are invested, they're going to call you. They're going to do their best to see you. They're going to make sure that they talk to you. They're going to make plans. and they're going to execute them. If they're not doing what I just said, no bueno. This is not going to work at all. Because again, you really need to pay attention to that. Who's chasing who? Okay. Now, there are men out there that do have their own insecurities and hang-ups as well, where they feel a shyness and a reserve, the nature that they don't want to make that first effort unless they see something in you, ladies. So you're going to have to give them at least a little piece of thread to move forward with. 2, they contact you first. Now, that meaning you're on their mind. Pay attention if you're doing the contacting first. Because if you're doing all the contacting first and making that effort and reaching out first, they're not into you. And I'm telling you, like I said, let me go back to what I told you. The experienced one, this one knows what they want. So they don't have time to play the game. You know why? Because the longer they play this game of waiting and trying to make efforts, they're going to lose. And if they're trying to be invested in this, they're going to make every effort as far as to do that. 3, they leave their comfort zone for you. They meet your circle, your fam. They're making an effort to be sociable, even if they're not the most sociable butterfly, but they're making that effort. And when they do that and they open up, honey, the sex reward that is given is going to be lit. It's going to be extra, extra special because of the fact that right there, being that they are taking themselves to put them in the middle of knowing you and all of what you're giving to the table and your surroundings and your inner circle and your outer circle, and knowing that background of who you were as a child, as a teenager, and some of your woes and things of that nature. That means that they're in tune, and yes, they deserve a lot of extra special attention, and you better make that happen. I'm just letting you know that is the reward that will continue to keep on giving, and you just make that even a better, more juicier reward, pun intended, all the time, within the fact that it doesn't always have to be a reward of sex, unless you just, it's your shit, and that's what you thrived and you want, but whatever. You'll do what you feel as though is fucking deemed as far as necessary. Another thing is they open up to you. They trust you. They are going to be more vulnerable. They are going to give you as far as info on that fam life, their personal life, sometimes the skeletons that they have, shit nobody knows about that's in their closets, okay? Now, let me tell you one thing I want to pause on for a second. And the pause is on the fact that when it comes to low vibration, let's backtrack. Low vibration is, again, you're doing all this reaching out. You're looking desperate. You are basically trying to make all the plans. You are trying to set up 5,000, 50, 11 attempts to make something work, just to have even a drink, to go out to dinner, to meet up for a fucking cinnamon roll, a walk around the park, of something in the nature of. That basically is not going to be anything that you are going to have as far as longevity, because of the simple fact that they're going to feel as though that once they see that you're giving too much, they're going to fall back even more and not give much of anything at all. The bare minimum, which comes to low vibration. So then low vibration then can equal and put you into what situationships are. And situationships is the access to yes. And that stands for access to ass and attention. Because once they see that they can dangle you on low vibration lines, then that's what they're going to use you for. And that means that once you have low vibration and situationships, then basically who's playing who? You're playing yourself. And especially if you are trying to deal with somebody that's within your middle age range or older, then now that should be a whole bunch of red flags that's sticking out to you as to why you can see this is not going to work at all. So this is what we keep moving past and we move forward. Now, the next thing is, let's get back to some positive energy, shall we? Being exclusive with you, changing that status. Yes, showing pictures, actually letting you see as far as, or not letting you see, well, yes, letting you see that they are so into you, that they want everybody to see you. They don't want to hide you. They probably have been talking about you to so many people that's close in their circle. And these people are like, I don't believe you. I need to see it for myself. I need to see who this person is that's making you smile, that's making you stop hanging out with us too tough, and that's actually taking your attention and your time, but also giving you that happiness. So they want to be exclusive, and they will actually express to you that they want to be exclusive. Also, the next thing, they delete the dating apps. That means no more casting a line for, just little quick ass. That's what dating apps have basically reduced themselves to, is that people who have gone so tired mentally and physically of trying to set up the date and being catfished and, shit not working. And again, like I said, always over there making this effort first. And low vibration. Again, it could have been a temporary release and also relief, to where it might have benefited some people for a moment, but for others, not so fucking much. And so with that being said, they deleted that shit. They don't need to cast a line for no more ass out there on the side. They got their own ass on demand, especially if y'all got to spend the nights. And it's about to get fucking cold again. Fall is about to fall. That's my favorite time of the year. But also, I think it's time to be wrapped up with somebody and enjoy some company and some adult sleepovers again. Wouldn't you fucking agree? Because I fucking think, I think so. I really think so. I think it would be great. It would be great. But other than that, the other one that I thought, which was really cool, was when they talk the future. They talk the future and they talk them future plans with you in them, especially as, again, being in your mid-age. Like, this is it. Like, ain't nobody really going to be trying to keep playing these different long games and long hands with people and trying to continue to keep casting long lines out there to grab something that they can leave the fucking lake with and be happy. They don't have to try to continue to keep fishing if you didn't catch the points. They don't have to, because they got the great catch that they were looking for. You've given what they needed. They had the right bait for you. Therefore, you two get to go home together and everybody's happy. That's how you make those connections. And that's how you also know, my ladies and men out there, that you have a strong suitor. You got the one. But the thing is, reason being, again, why we're not going to settle for just basics, because we're not worth basic. We're worth all of what's good. And we know our level, and we know what we're not bringing just to the table, but into someone else's spirit, into their energy. As it said, the more you fuck other people, the more you pull in their energy, and they pull away from you. And you have to be very careful with that. And that's also why the universe could be on the vibration it is with you. So try to cleanse within yourself, sage within your areas, do your crystal work, do your meditation, release all your negative energy, your negative past. Don't let that continue to circulate throughout your realm. And I think once you continue to release that air, I think it will help to bring and restore freshness and the vibe and the wave that you need, which is new, clean air and energy. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Again, it is still my birthday. I will be celebrating. I am going to be treated out next week with my cousin. I will tell you all about that once I I'll give you guys the reviews and everything. But listen, I'm here for it this year. All right. 44 has never been so awesome. Like, it has really started out great. I know it's going to be even better. And I am just looking forward to all the great things that is going to come to me and that's coming through. And it's going to be it's going to bring me to that next level. I can feel it. My energy is good. My thoughts are good. And I'm going to keep it that way. And yeah, so I'll talk to you guys later. And make sure you follow, subscribe to the YouTube page, K Rene Show, Instagram _K Rene Show. Email me if you want to be on the show at KReneShow@gmail.com. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.